Today we had visited Marichi Prabhu because Safari program is over, and every year it's a big challenge how to do everything. And Marichi Prabhu, like in my mind, he is absolutely steady devotee because I don't know how can he do it 1 year after another, 1 year after another, 1 year like 1 10 year, like one decade after another, so many years. And I don't know. For me, he's Wonderman. So, and Marichi Prabhu, he agreed to tell us a story how Safari Prabhu, how Safari have started, and how Prabhu's like get involved into this, how it happened to him. So, Marichi Prabhu, you please tell where this idea of Safari came from, how it started.
Well, for me, I started in my first visit to India in 1989.
89. I was 10 years old. Or 12, I don't know.
I was a young brahmachari, 5 years, or how many, maybe 6 years in the temple, but I got my chance to come to Mayapur festival. And Guru Maharaj told me, our Guru Maharaj Srila Jayapataka Swami, that he wanted to bring some foreign devotees to see the holy places in India, in Bangladesh actually, and to do a preaching tour.
89.
89. And in fact he asked me whether I brought my driving license. It was a very unusual question because, you see, I told yes, and then he told me no, because we have a bus in Dhaka, in Bangladesh, but the bus is in the temple, but nobody knows how to drive it. Maybe you can go to Dhaka, bring the bus to the Indian-Bangladesh border, and then I will be coming to the Haridaspur border, and then we will tour Bangladesh for 3 weeks. And then, wow, I told yes, but then I was thinking it was a real challenge for me, because first of all, I never drive on the left side of the road. Also, driving in Bangladesh or Bengal is nothing better than Bengal. It's really like a big challenge, especially driving a bus.
It's like two different things to drive in the Europe and like in Europe and to drive in India.
Yes, and then I don't speak any English and only Spanish. And Guru Maharaj write a note for me. And I went alone from Mayapur to Bangladesh, crossing to the borders, taking trains, buses, so many boats, and until I reached Dhaka temple. But before I go, I remember Guru Maharaj telling me, he gave me 2 advice. He said, one, he tells me, remember, when you are in Bangladesh, driving, you can drive without brakes, but you cannot drive without horn. And it was very funny because at first I couldn't understand why he tells me like that, until when I was driving. Actually, I have a brahmachari all the time with the horn. I only driving.
And he's only horning.
Yeah, and he's only horning, and then everything moves. You drive.
Did you have this horn inside the driving wheel or the side one?
No, it was a very loud horn actually. It was a small bus, about 32 passengers. And then we all fit in this bus, and then our Guru Maharaj have a very big truck, that inside they have a bed, and the devotee driving this bus, this truck, was Vaneshwar Prabhu from Germany. In fact, they bring this truck to Bangladesh from Germany. It was the biggest truck in Bangladesh actually.
How is this possible?
I don't know how it's possible, how they brought it. I don't know the story. But that was my first experience.
Now I think that the fact that we brought costumes from Russia, and I thought we are crazy, but now I understand we are not, because they bring truck from Germany. It is like next level of madness. Of demonic.
Even the second advice he gave me, the second advice, he says, oh, remember you be careful when you drive, not commit any accident, because it just happened by accident, you kill someone on the road. The people, they will not take you to the police. Normally the local people or the villagers, sometimes what they do, they kill the driver.
Just themselves on the spot.
Yes, yes. This is actually, it's very dangerous also for the drivers to have an accident. So remembering his words, when I was driving, even everyone was in dhoti, sari, nicely dressed, but I was with pants, driving with pants and shoes, and you know, a kurta, no problem, but because in case any accident, I couldn't imagine myself running with a dhoti through the rice field, almost impossible. Anyway, this is like this is how I started my first safari actually.
So it was 89, and the first safari was to Bangladesh.
Yes.
But where did Guru Maharaj get people for the safari?
That time, you know, was a small group, you know, a small group of devotees, maybe how many? 28, 30 devotees, many from South America, some from Europe, was Latika Bhakti from Sweden, a few actually, no? It was the first starting safari.
And they directed to go Bangladesh?
Yes.
It wasn't war that time in Bangladesh? It was more peaceful?
Sorry?
It wasn't war, it was more peaceful in Bangladesh that year?
Yes, it was peaceful, nice, but a lot of people actually, means I remember the first, come, this is Harinam, hey Harinam, come. Harinam.
Your friend from COVID
time. My friend. How about you, Harinam? Yes, we went to, you know, when our Guru Maharaj comes, we went to Rup Sanatan Dham. Was our first stop in Bangladesh. And I was very surprised because what happened, it was almost, on that night, 60,000 people came.
60,000?
It was our first program, 60,000 people. I remember because our Guru Maharaj called us and he says, Marichi, he said, how many people are here? No, he did, you know, we make a little squares, you know, like a 1,000, we multiply by 60, you know, 60,000 people on the stage, you know. They were very excited not to see the foreign Vaishnavas coming from other countries, our Guru Maharaj, something amazing. Isn't it, Harinam?
Tasty.
You see how is the life in Mayapur, no? Mayapur is so peaceful, the animals, so friendly, so loving, isn't it? Mayapur ki jai.
Next time maybe Harinam can play in Ramayana. When you remember this Rama and Sita in Ramayana, they kiss a bird, give them food and let them fly.
You want to go to for safari? To play on the stage?
Want to become superstar?
Hare Krishna. This is Gopal. Okay, go now. Enough.
Okay.
So, like this.
And what was the program like? Okay, so first year a few devotees went, and what was the program?
No, but we really moving from village to village, one day after the other. We didn't stay even 2 nights on the same place for 20 days. We just traveled all over Bangladesh, having programs after programs. You know,
I remember that. What was the year when Safari went to Bangladesh? 2008?
Yes, we went on 2008.
And I remember sometimes we had even like few programs a day. Like we come morning time for breakfast or lunch, and we are having program right on the spot, and then we move to the next village and have performance there, and then same night we have to pack, because in few hours we have to move, because morning program is already next place. I think that these days we can't do same tempo anymore.
Well, this is a glorious year actually. 2008 also, this is the year that we visit the birthplace of Advaita Acharya, that our Guru Maharaj went by helicopter.
Only Guru Maharaj went, yes.
By helicopter,
Whole Safari
correct.
didn't go, he went, yes, to helicopter.
Yes. This is, well, but this is how to say, I started the safari in that way, but now safari basically continues year after year. In 1993, it was a South Indian safari, 1993, that on that year I, you see, whoever organized, many things were not organized properly. And then they have to decide somebody to be in charge of safari for the rest of the safari, and they voted, and my name came in, and this is from that time I am a kind of a manager of safari.
So on 93,
yes,
you got
yes.
your crown.
Yes,
crown, because it always happens like.
So to say, yeah, we've been coming on safari the past maybe 32 years or 33, but 30 years organizing safari, year after year.
It's incredible, like, because I think it's such an exhausting thing to organize so many people, and it's not so easy, and everybody comes with different expectations, and then you have to deal with all of that. And I remember, like, many people, they really do sometimes like nonsense. I remember that year when we went by boat, or it was different year, and one Mataji, she had diabetes, and then she got crazy. She started to eat all chips, sweets, like all the way, drinking cola, like, and then she have died just in safari. And then how to manage the situation, So many things happen during safari, and to manage all that, to manage stage program, to manage health, to manage prasadam, to manage accommodations.
Anyway, a lot of devotees helping during the safari. It's difficult to manage, difficult to organize, but a lot of devotees, they put their heart to help in the different areas. I have to say, like, for instance, the evening programs, when we do the cultural programs, so many devotees are, ready to do some service for this, or for helping with anything, with luggage, or serving prasadam, or for anything, Devotees, I think, after traveling for 21 days, we get to know each other more, and it's like a big family traveling together.
Yeah, because like first day to address somebody is sometimes same feeling like you're opening a fridge, But at the end, it's like communication bridges are already there.
I have so many friends, even whenever I travel any place in the world. I travel a lot, I like traveling actually, but I hardly stay in any hotel, never, I know people that everywhere, I will never stay in some place if I don't feel comfortable, or if they don't feel comfortable. I stay because, you see, all these are friends from safari. I made so many friends actually, I have friends everywhere. That's so nice.
And it's like many people, they, especially like from ex-Soviet Union bloc, because for years we had this like iron curtain, like it was called, and we didn't have so easy access to communication with people of different countries. So, and then when we started to come in India, and here it's really international Society for Krishna Consciousness. This Mayapur festival is really international festival, and Safari, it's like such a great thing that you can know people, and sometimes we have like these competitions and games, and I remember once we came to one village and they served so many rasgullas.
In Bangladesh?
No, it was in India. It was maybe some on the border of Bengal and Orissa.
Okay.
We were like in the boat and like moving towards Gangasagar. And then we stopped in one village. Maybe it was somewhere very near to Kardak, very near to Nityananda's place. And then they served, you know, huge amount of rasgullas. I don't know why did they get them in such an amount. And the devotees started to compete who will finish like more rasgullas. And I remember like guys sitting like they have big palm leaves and you know like such a like going down of rasgullas everybody. And I remember Seva Swarupa was like putting into his mouth already not possible to swallow. He just was pushing, and then guys sit and they scream Argentina, Argentina.
It reminds me to my first safari in 1989. Very similar situation in a village in Bangladesh, that they have so many rasagullas, and then you know the men were eating one side, the Matajis in a different side, and then our Guru Maharaj ES Джаяпатака Swami say, okay, rasagula competition. No? So we start doing a competition, but so he will go to the Mataji side, and then he will come to the men's side and he will ask, no, how many, you know, somebody ate 15, he said, oh, in the other side Sarvashakti already ate 19, no? So then he will go to the Mataji side and will say, no, the man already is one eating 25, you know. Like this he will encourage, you know, I don't know, Krishna, how many rasagulas we ate.
It's always like always fun.
Good, especially you know the good humor traveling. Even in my case with my Guru Maharaj, now we're traveling with many other spiritual masters, senior sannyasis. It's so nice actually, it's so sweet. Every day wake up in the morning, you see your gurus, your sannyasis, senior devotees from all over the world. Always something new is happening every day. I remember we went to a village that hardly anybody has tilak, you know. So our Guru Maharaj says, why, you know, somebody go and they put tilaks on the people, no? So the Matajis, they go and every person they see in the village they will put tilaks, no? So within 1 hour or two, everybody in the village has tilak, you know? And then we keep doing this in every place that we go. It's something so nice, you know. It's like and the villagers so friendly and so happy.
And the program is like so nice that every night, because Safari like they go like bombing a town, so they like those Harinams. And they like invite people to come for evening time, like distribute books, Harinam, like pamphlets, mantra cards, and then they bring people to Pandal. So many times, so many people just get involved into this Harinam and they just follow it up to the Pandal, and then program in a Pandal, and it's like a dance and music and kirtan and international introduction, like because devotees from different countries used to tell hello, like I'm Mike from America, I'm John from Europe, like, and so many names of different countries, and people think, wow, like really international sounding.
you know, one time in India, in a village in North Bengal, it was really a remote village, because to go there, the village didn't even have electricity, but because of the international devotees were coming, so many people, there were about 5,000 people in the public, and our Guru Maharaj asking how many people has on the public have seen any foreigner. Nobody raised the hand, no? And how many people have gone overseas, you know? He asked this question, no? So one person from the crowd
Raise a hand.
raise the hand. And so he was curious, no? He said, "Where did you go?"
Bangladesh. Calcutta.
Calcutta, he said. So we all laughing, that's they were so, especially not only foreigners, they see the Vaishnavas, foreigners, they treat them so nice actually. They're really, very good heart, the people from Bengal and Bangladesh.
Like I remember, like in 2003 when we were in boats, floating to Gangasagar from Triveni, and used to stop different villages. And one village I remember we stopped, and one old lady, she was following Harinam, and she was so happy, crying, and she was so excited. And then her son tried to stop her and to grab her, drag her back to home. And she said, "Stop! Enough years of cheating. You were telling me so many times that religion is not important. The whole world is not matter anymore. Religion, and now I see it's a cheating. My Gopal is matter. You look at these people. They are saying Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya. You're cheating me. You don't drag me home. I drag you to Harinam. Go now and chant Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya." The son had next to me, okay, Govinda Jaya Jaya, and it was really, it was so easy to fool people with false propaganda. They didn't have even TV. I remember, in that villages where we've been in the night, they didn't have TV. Maybe one home in whole village area would have one TV, and they put it just in garden and watch cricket match. Whole village come together and sit and watch, such a small TV, really phone size, and they sit and watch. No group. I don't know how people how it's possible that the safari programs catching people, like you said in Bangladesh. I remember that year when we went. Then we said, okay, we have to be in the place ahead of time, to prepare for drama. And we asked, okay, drive us. And then rickshaw took us, and we were driving some long street, and along the street it was so many chairs scattered just in the street. So what a stupid man just have thrown chairs in a driving area. What's that? And then we only realized that it was biggest street in a town, and it was just filled with a row of chairs all along the street. And I think that the last row, and people were trying to occupy the seats much ahead of time, and one person would just lie on 6 chairs, and hold them with their feet, just to hold it for a family, so that nobody occupy. And last row, when they watch the stage, it was we were unsized, really unsized for them, such a small, and no TV, broadcasting the event, just such a small loudspeakers on different pillars on bamboo zipper. And I think how possible that people so enthusiastic to see the event and to be present there, that 6 hours, 7 hours ahead they come and occupy seats. And it's incredible. When you travel, when you see all the things, you really start to your picture of the world change.
Yeah, on that year in 2008, that you came on that year, we have many performances, we travel in so many places, but the regional secretary, Charuchandra Prabhu, he mentioned that after the safari is over, in the next 1 year, more people join, and the preaching increased more than the past 25 years of preaching, just because of the effect of the safari of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami, with all the foreigners preaching there, because they feel so attracted when they see the white elephants on the stage, the Russian devotees from Europe, America, South America, China. They love it. No, it's like they want to be part of Srila Prabhupada's family.
It's international, really international. And they feel respect and so much appreciation to their own roots.
Even not only the Indian. For instance, it was in that year was a place near the birthplace of Narottam Das Thakur in North Bangladesh, that 100,000 people came. This is the crowdest, the more crowd we have ever in Safari. And the chief police was there. I asked him how many police for security. He said only police alone 1,000 police. Only police, you know. And about 20,000 of the crowd, they were Muslims. they come also to chant, and you know, they see us as a, you know, bringing unity, family mood, you know, like a.
I remember when we saw those Muslims, like Artyom Migalkin was that year, and he was singer, and he made a song, and like in between lines it was Govinda, 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 Gopala, 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 and then it was Allah, 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 and then when Muslims they heard this Allah, Allah in between Gopala, Allah, and our drivers they got crazy whole day they were driving like Govinda, 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 Gopala, Allah, Allah, Gopala, Allah, Allah.
Very nice mood actually. This is you know, the Ganga Safari.
2003.
Well, I would say the first Ganga Safari first. The first Ganga Safari was 1998. 98. It was so nice, this safari. I remember my Guru Maharaj was so happy. One day we get out of the boat, we go to a village, and he naturally after he wake up, he shower and he compose a song. Maybe I can try to sing. I think
guitar.
It's one guitar by the room. You know, this song has become a kind of how to say,
iconic
for
Safari.
In our Safari. It's only 4 lines. It's very simple, but describe what is Safari, what we do in Safari. We chanting, we dancing, we preaching, we're performing on the stage. Thank you. And then on that year after we compose a song, actually, you know. But anyway, it's very simple. It's just only 4 lines. Let me see how. Going on safari, for another day, chanting Hare Krishna all the way, singing and dancing, spreading His play, spreading Goda's glories wherever we stay. And this year became famous because it was a Ganga Safari, and then we started singing Ganga, 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 Ganga. Very sweet actually. My Guru Maharaj
Ganga Safari.
On the Ganga Safari. It's like my Guru Maharaj liked so much this song actually, so much that the whole year he was talking about the Ganga Safari and the song.
And we didn't know about this song, but when he was coming to Russia, that like while taking shower, like every day I could hear from a part of the song, Ganga, 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 and this melody like was dancing in my mind. And then we came to Safari in 2003, and then I only got the point, right?
On the following year, the same. No, when the first session on the GBC meeting in Mayapur, everybody's so serious, the GBC meeting is starting, so my Guru Maharaj comes on the meeting, and he starts talking about the Ganga Safari, and starts singing in front of every GBC. He cannot get out of his mind. He was making everybody Ganga, Ganga. We are getting the mercy. We are getting the mercy of Lord Gauranga and Lord Nityananda. Nityananda Nitai Gaura Haribo. Ganga, 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 Ganga. So sweet.
And you know, I know that like he always wants to preach, and it's like really his mood of doing it jolly. Like many people they make such a sober face, like if they would be already dead, like just on the gate of Kingdom of God. And Guru Maharaj, he made it so easy and so simple and such an easy, and everybody feel easy and on plate. Like it's like amazing propensity of the way he gives consciousness.
I always say one thing. This safari, who started this safari is ЕС Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Ki Jai. Because this was his desire, My Guru Maharaj said that Srila Prabhupada wanted, in between the two festivals, after Mayapur festival, Vrindavan festival, in between, he wanted to take the devotees to visit holy places, to preach. In fact, Srila Prabhupada went on preaching to different places, and they will call the foreign devotees the white elephants, or the white elephants of Srila Prabhupada. This is like that, the safari keeps this mood of Srila Prabhupada to go not just only for a darshan to a holy place, which is also very important.
To preach, to make friends.
To make friends, to preach, to do cultural programs, to distribute books.
To make people comfortable with Krishna consciousness.
Like, when for instance, this safari this year, the impact in every place that we go, it is amazing. For instance, one of the places, let me see, we went to Ranchi, for instance. I just met the temple president from Ranchi yesterday, and he gave me the copies of so many newspapers. He sent me videos of, they broadcast in so many TV channels, so many YouTube channels are there broadcasting everything what happened. For them, it's like a wow. First of all, for instance, your drama, the Cloud of Nectar, they perform Jad Bharata, for instance, and another dramas. They arrange the best hall they have in the whole state of Jharkhand, in the city town hall in Ranchi, the best hall, and who are coming there, members of parliament, sometimes the mayor of the city will come, owners of newspapers, students,
In Ranchi, they really organized so many TV channel people were there.
Yes.
I gave about 7 interviews.
And like this happened in Ranchi, happened everywhere in Durgapur, Dhanbad, Bokaro, in Patna, Gaya, every place safari go, because this is not like a normal tour. A normal tour, maybe we go to another place, or people go to with the idea to enjoy, to travel. This is very interactive, very sweet. They have everything, It's like
And sometimes I think that many times we do not realize what Guru Maharaj has in his head. But for me, I just understood that I might not realize anything, like don't understand much, but just to agree to do what he wants us to do. Just forget about making own plans, having own ideas, We have whole life for our own ideas to put in life, but just this like few short trips, like just to try to, like he requested, like here in the class he said, okay guys, let's go safari, let's do it together. Why not? Why not to tell him one day? Okay, why not? Like it's his favorite. Why not?
The safari even have a lot of challenges that we can talk a little bit about which kind of challenges we have in safari, because they have, but it's so sweet and so, I don't
It's
know.
not forever, you know. It's just 20 days of safari. It's just 20 days challenge.
Last month I was attending the Vyasa Puja celebration of His Grace Chaitanya Chandra Charan Prabhu, and on his class he was talking about safari. He talked, it was in Russian, but someone was translating to me. He said how in 2002 he came on the safari with his good wife, and then and that safari also His Grace Angira Gauranga Prabhu came, and Kaveri Mataji, and then it was the inauguration of the Siliguri temple, and he was mentioning how we go to the city.
It was Gaya, Buddha Gaya, Siliguri temple.
Correct. And then he said in the city, like it's like a normal city, no noise and so many things happen in the city. But the moment Srila Jayapataka Swami bring his wampers and start the kirtan and start a big procession with thousands of people came on this procession. He said the whole city transformed into Vaikuntha. No? It's like it was really an experience. You know, this is all these kind of things, these moments. You see, we can keep in our hearts forever.
For me, it's like forever when we do performance. Sometimes I wonder. He's seen like most of our dramas for so many times, but still he keep coming and sitting like and watching.
Because this is transcendental. For me also the same, the moment, I don't remember when was the first time you did the Siam dance, but I know it was in the 2000 something, maybe 2004, 2005. Whenever you did this, I can watch, Siam dance 1,000 times, and for me, it's like watching for the first time. No, I enjoy, like it's like a wow to see the show. Like
when we asked Jayapataka Maharaj, what dance you want to see? Siam dance. So many years. Same answer. Siam dance. What do you want to see? Siam dance. I think that for next, we started this year to again make costumes for Siam dance, because next year our festival project is in India. It will be 20 years around, because we came first time with performance 2004. So and next year is 2024. So it will be like 20 years as we are in
anniversary.
India.
Very good.
For international events. And first two items we brought to India by my request of Jayapataka Maharaj was Ramayana and Siam dance. So next year we want to repeat it, but we want to extend it to make more beautiful costumes, mask, add monkey army to Ramayana. We got so many jewels in Thailand for like beautiful big stones for making like ornaments, and let's see. But
Ramayana, also the impact of your performance on Ramayana. How many actors were there?
We have up to 60 roles there. They are changing costumes.
Okay.
They keep changing costumes inside, but usual amount of people, we like to make festivals like we do, we should have not less than 35 people. It's our minimum.
Once you performed the Ramayana on the safari that went to Assam, and we performed also in the most distinguished theater in Guwahati, that the governor was present. Actually, the governor, he says, he was born in Puri, So he's a devotee, natural devotee of Lord Jagannath. But he commented after, he said, I've been traveling all over the States, Europe, I have seen so many shows, like, you know, those shows that you pay, I don't know, a fortune to go to watch them. But I never seen something more beautiful than the Ramayana show. And for us, mean a lot that the governor of Guwahati,
State, yeah.
you know, comment this.
And first was, you know, that night the biggest compliment was because when we started, it was only a few people in the audience, and it was so demoralizing, you know, empty, like not half empty, almost empty audience. But then we see they took out phones, and after first item we show, they started to call somewhere, and you know, just in 20 minutes it was packed. People were sitting on the lap of each other, you know, it was so packed. And when everything finished and we came out to the hall, on entry of that auditorium, and we saw that there is no glass wall. People wanted so much to see performance, they didn't notice that there is a glass wall, they just break it. Only, you know, only sweepers collect broken glass. It was the biggest compliment ever. And you know, and what made me also so enthused, that Guru Maharaj, because I have always feeling that every drama, it's like it is said, it is almost same, but still every time different. Every time something different happens there. And it's like it is said that Leelas of the Lord, like every incarnation come, so he does same thing like he did many times before with same incarnation, but still something is different. So you can watch and observe this Leelas unlimited amount of times. And then Guru Maharaj sits and, you know, he observes and he like looking what's going on. And I see that for him it's not just only show, not only looking for shortcomings, what could be done better. Like every time I watch, and I think, okay, here we have to improve, here they forgot to do these things, that thing, here costume not properly dressed. But he enjoy Leela, for him Leela happening in his eyes. Because, you know, one time maybe it was in Rup Sanatan, and it was Ram Navami day, and it was Ramayan performance. And he seated under the stage, near to the stage, down where sound system is. And he was watching the drama. And I played Shurpanaka at that time. And I had to appear on the stage, so my appearance was from the pit near to the stage. I was climbing up. And then, and before me, it was a stage where Sita and Ram, they sit in the forest under the rain, and they're eating fruits. And Guru Maharaj was looking with such a big eyes, with such a pleading eyes at Ram and Sita, how they're eating fruits. And then he asked me, hey Madhurya, you enter, your appearance is in that. I said, yeah, why? He said, can you get for me some of Ram and Saffron? And you see, I played Surpanaka, and thus I came, I played my role. And then slowly, in sneaky way, I collected some of, apples remnants from Ram and Lakshman, and I brought down. Because when I finished my Shripanaka role, I just rolled down to the same orchestra pit, where Guru Maharaj was, with these remnants of an apples. And he just so greedily grabbed them from my hands and started, to put into his mouth. So for him it was, because one drama is just some minutes on a stage, but time to prepare, it's so long time, and all costumes and concept. Some dramas we are working more than 10 years on creating some show costumes.
Wow, this is amazing. 10 years, up to 10 years.
Up to the latest drama I work now, I'm working on it already 18 years. Because it's very expensive to collect all items for drama. I can't afford it, and also not every time ideas come. So, and also time to stitch costumes, to collect proper things. So it takes time. And I understand that it's such a tremendous efforts. We could do so many pujas, we can do so many harinamas. We could write so many books in between. We're just doing these dramas all the time for this. But when I have this feeling that Krishna is so near that, like if his chadar would just dance in between my fingers, I just have to, to fold them to catch the end of his chadar. And when I see his eyes, like in Vyasa Puja, I was so lucky. I was side of a stage and I could see whole like Jat Bharat drama, and there backwards Guru Maharaj was sitting. And I could watch both drama and his reaction. And it was such an experience again to see how he believed, how he's in the lila. It's
Wow.
it paid the bill. It absolutely paid the bill. And like this time, and after Kali drama, he just closed his eyes and made like this in bliss. When he was holding long time like this thing. So I think it was sufficient, to cover all inconveniences.
Krishna 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 Fatima Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Krishna